UMass has number one. And then Illinois, college, Ole Miss is different. That's Ole Miss. How are you?
Oh, what the?
Jane wins!
Congrats, sweetheart. You will be soon. That's all
Vicky wins!
Oh. the certificates that goes to all these players who's done incredible job for making into the second day of the league playoffs. There's a special recognition from our Sunset League, which is called All League Selection. And for that, we have All League First Team Girls Studies Katie Ho. Okay, again, we're gonna have another one of this. There's many more actually. All League Selection again. All League First Team. That's Clarissa Tay. All right, All League First Team again. Azora Ito. Let's have Brianna Lau. Of course, famous Han Pam. Our time to join. Alright, we're gonna go straight into the elements. So let's have the first year element will Alright, so we're gonna have those to Kayla. So we're gonna put it on that. I know you have already 3 of those on that. Okay, let's have one more for Allie. Let's have Jane win. Ivy Tran. Let's have one for Jacqueline Wong. Christina Yu. Lena Trent. So let's have Brianna Lau. Charisse Wu. Sharon Chen. amazing awards that it comes down from the team. So anybody who's participated in a team event and you've done this for 4 years on an excellent level with varsity, you've been part of the team, regardless if you played or not, but just being there, giving all you have, makes a big difference. But all individual here, they've just done an incredible job for our team, in and out. So really proud of all of you, and I'll tell you this, 4 years has gone by really fast for you girls. And the journey we started 4 years back is just paying off, and you've taken the whole team level to the next. You just raised the bar for the rest of the girls, which I think they will have a big foot to the shooting. So excellent job, girls. And we have Stephanie Hernandez. Larissa Day!
Thank you, Coach.
All right, let's go into the awards for our team. So now I get to speak a little bit about these players. It's amazing 2 individuals. This is we usually give 3 awards, but this year we've done a fantastic job, and we're going to make sure that everybody got recognized in the level of what they participated and how they performed. And this is going to be the coach's award for these 2 unique, amazing individuals that I just can't say enough of. How they show up, keep their head down, work hard, try to get better. I remember the time that
the age here is 5 to
Azura came out and just from the trip, and she had gone to Japan. She had come back from Stanford camp, and she could not barely even stand up. And she had a problem with her injury, head injury, and so it was a tough one for her. But throughout the whole season, I think what she has done is she has given the example of something that we should be all looking up to. Never complain, never stop coming. She was the first one in, last one out. And I remember that right before she had left, remember the specific time, right before she had left for Japan, she was playing at a different level. And she comes back with 8 drops, she hasn't done anything for a month and a half, and then she's facing this problem. And tennis requires a lot of concentration. And there's a lot of things goes on connected to your brain, which allows you to play the best tennis in a spontaneous moments. And she was playing doubles, and there's a quick decisions you gotta make. And I understood that. I understood how difficult it was for her to do that from outside, knowing the conditions she was in. And I remember that specific time that just after the camp, it was almost end of the camp, and she knew that she wasn't at the level that she had left it. She just cried on the court. So I had to sit her out on the side, and I would never forget that. And that just brought tears in my eyes. It's like the commitment and the dedication and discipline, what she brings to the table is just incredible. I'm just so proud of you, and that's why she deserves this award along with Brianna. So Brianna, come on in. Brianna is another one that I know she's worked very, very hard. And that was a time that, you usually break up the team just looking forward. The beginning of the that season, as I told you, that we are losing so many matches. And I remember Brianna was playing with Vicky at that time, and I had to make changes. I had to break up the teams. I had to bring Katie from doubles to singles, and change up the roster a little bit. And at that time, I had to break up the perfect team, what they've been working together. So as Clarissa and Katie. And Brianna, without saying a word, she came out and goes, "Okay, coach, no worries. Not a one complaint, not a one suggestion, nothing." She just looked at Azora, Azora looked at her, gave a high five, and just started playing a match. And throughout the whole season, they grew so close to each other. And one of the things that Azora ended up writing about Brianna, how much it was heartfelt. And I had so many comments from other coaches about that nice letter, and I ended up sending it to all the teachers. And it was a huge kind of love letter from teachers. Got so many emails back from teachers, from principals, saying that how amazing the team was doing at that time, and how close this grows, and what we are doing for the team throughout their lifetime, how they are coming together. That was just incredible. And Brianna truly deserves this coach's award, and I'm just really proud of you. Thank you for being here. All right, the next award. Again, I need to bring again this to give it to Katie. Come on over. Clarissa. So, as you already know, I've known Katie for almost 6 years. Not maybe more than that. So she had to put up with me for all this time. And I can tell you something about Katie. She's like extremely hardworking. Okay? Extremely loved person. Very warm. Very lovable. So we know what we're gonna lose when we lose this year. That Katie walks away, Brianna walks away, Clarissa walks away. We're gonna miss it. You know, this is gonna be a tough year to rebuild. But we are determined, and I know all of you guys are gonna step up and we're gonna make something out of it. So we just can't thank you enough for what you've done here. You know, champions of Sunset League. It's the first time in my coaching history I'm giving more than one time Most Valuable Player Award, and that goes to Katie. What she has done for the team for the past 4 years. I must say this, she must have spent almost the same amount of time that she spent on the court with our team, with outside, with her dad, on the weekend. She's probably have cried more after the matches, after the practices, and everything else. I remember a time that when Clarissa actually came in with the team, she was very fiery, like just aggressive, and just like cut that BS and let me just get through kind of like a mentality. And last 4 years, actually last year, I was like, the change that she has made and how she's done overall with the entire team, with our team, with you guys, with the coaches, is incredible performance. And we are definitely going to miss her and her ability to be part of the team. And how they've won the championship, we're going to miss that. So we definitely see this somebody coming out and do the same thing what Clarissa and Katie have done. So. All right, most valuable player, Han Pham. Third time the charm. Third time the charm. So proud of Han. Every single day I see Han walking in with Dad. About 4 o'clock, 5 o'clock, when everybody leaves, Han walks in every single day. And you can totally see how happy she is. Always to show up with a big bag and big shoes and big tennis clothes and a big cell phone, which is called iPod.
Don't make fun of me!
So,
Take a picture!
practically hit, I think, more tennis balls than the entire team in the last 3 years. By herself. That's how much she works hard at it. She works so hard that she's always injured. There's always something going wrong with her. And her favorite quote that I will never forget is like, I hate tennis. I remember one time Newport Beach tennis, we were playing Newport Harbor, and then one of the mom kind of talking to one of our students, and he goes, do you see this girl? And they're talking about Han. Because if you look at her, you would never think that she is somebody, you know? When she walks to the court, she walks like, oh, she doesn't want to be here. She's so nerdy. And she beats the S out of everybody, you know? And nobody even gets a game out of her. I mean, that tells you about the player. I mean, you're so lucky to have her, and I agree with her. You're so lucky to have Han, okay? No complaints last 3 years. Always there. Now about the team. About the team, there's never a complaint. About working out and doing extra practice, yeah. Hating tennis, yeah. But whenever we needed her, she's always there. No question asked. She even shows up in one of the easiest matches where you know that we're gonna go through them. Even if she's injured, she's hurt, she's a tournament on the weekend, she's always there, part of the team. And that's why we just can't thank enough to Han. And our team really owes that to Han. And we also love Viet for what Viet has done for the team. So we love Viet. And at the same time, we have Perry.
Yes.
Perry and Viet. For the last 4 years, I don't think we can substitute Perry. You know, the things that he has done for the team. The donations he has done, the nets, the canapes, the paint job, feeding the balls, traveling, motivating, being happy, being sad, being angry, being upset, and to this. And I mean, it's going to be very tough not to see Perry so much with the girls, but we will see him with the boys for sure, because Preston is there. So Preston will be there, and we will have a guinea pig as a Preston. So girls, you're safe for now. We will start the journey with the boys.
Thank you.
But we want to say thank you to Perry, and we want to say thank you to Viet for being part of Barron's Tennis for all these years and giving amazing service to us, being part of us. Thank you.
So we just wanted to
Wait, can I do mine first?
Come. So on behalf of the tennis team, especially varsity team, we would really like to thank Herschel and Easton so much for helping us throughout the years and just helping us with so many things, drilling us, being out on the courts every day, even though maybe they don't want to be there sometimes, or because like we're just just always being there and caring for us. So we'd just like to thank them so much for what they've done.
Nice. We gotta take a picture with our picture. Alright, give me a picture with our picture.
Thank you, girls. Not that I'm not excited already. Yeah. Alright, we gotta do the signs, girls. So let's do that really quickly. So we're gonna have first one. It's gonna go on the fence. That would be 2016 Sunset League, third place. Take a picture. That's your name, right? That's me, myself.
Is that how you spell your name?
myself and mine. Thank you. So, come on, girls. So, get in there. It's okay, you're fine. Take an amazing sign for HP, Harshul Patel. Singles champion. HP, yeah. Nice. Great job, Carrie. Thank you for the donation. This is Carrie's donation. Carrie's always amazing. All the signs and everything else. We go where we go. Carrie. Over to you. Thank you, everybody. Okay, we're going to start the JV.
I'm going to cut in before Nick really quick, just to say thank you to the varsity team. I came out just, with the intention to volunteer my time and help out. I've always really liked coaching, especially in Fountain Valley. I started a while back, and I've mostly been doing summer camps and coaching at UCLA. But this year I really wanted to come out and see if I could provide anything to the team. But that's a really big two-way street, and I just really wanted to thank the team for allowing me to come out and give my advice and be there on the courts. Because, a coach's word isn't any good if it falls on deaf ears, and the girls have been extremely receptive and welcoming, and they tried their hardest throughout the entire season. I'm really proud of that. And I just wanted to pick out a couple things that really stood out to me throughout the season that I really enjoyed, especially towards Sunset League Finals time. I'm really glad Coach Chose gave the Coaches Award to Azora and Bree, because besides the fact that I'm really partial to doubles, because I really like playing it, they're also, I had the biggest, pleasure coaching them because of how hard they work, and they each have very special talents that I think goes unmentioned a lot on the courts. When you put on a certain level of effort, it creates kind of a factor on the tennis court that people don't always get to see or mention. Sometimes it'll be mentioned quietly during a majors tournament or something like that, saying how hard Djokovic runs across the court or something like that. But to see Zora run so much throughout every single match was really important for me, and if there's something I think she provides for the rest of the team, it's kind of a model for hard work both on and off the court. So that was really huge, especially during, I think probably their toughest loss was probably in Sunset League Finals, when it was, man, we could totally have a back-to-back sweep of 1-2 for Fountain Valley. Well, let's see how this goes. So I show up on the first day, and I get on the first day, and I'm like, all right, cool, what's the situation? I'm like, okay, pro set, all right, we have eight games. What's the situation on that court? 2-5, all right, let's see how this goes. 6-all, all right, fine, nice, sweet. Tie break, we win. All right, cool, okay, I can, first round, all right, we'll take it. All right, for the second round, man, I really don't want to see a tie break. Tie break, all right, cool. And it's just every single time, thinking as a coach, I wonder where we can get to where they just stop trying, or they're too tired when I can just say it's not going to work anymore and we'll just coach with our best we can. But I never got to that point with them. And that's just a really special thing. And then Bree, her personality on the court as a tennis player, just quiet ambition, is something that gets lost a lot on the team. Often big players get a lot of attention and people who can make big plays, but Bree works for every single point on the court, and that was a really big pleasure to work with her on that. And also Katie and Krista for doubles. I think something really important for you guys to strive for, if you want to see how we interact with you guys and what it means to us, I think as a coach, the biggest thing for me was when it came down to the last match I'm going to get to see them play in high school. Was in CIF on the very last round. I'll just say really quickly that it's really special to be working with a team that at the end of the day, win or lose, the only thing you can be upset about is the fact that we didn't come home with the win. You can't be upset with anything else that they did. They played better than I've ever seen them play before, and I think that was probably the best way to close out the season for me. It was a big struggle. I really thank Coach for the opportunity to have me come out and work with everyone. but that was really cool. With Coach not being able to be there and just being able to see them and work with them, to go out in between every changeover and be like, you're doing great, keep it up, and see where it goes. And that of course went to tie break as well. And it was just amazing. So I just want to thank the varsity team for allowing me to be a part of that, and everyone else for allowing me to work with them throughout the season. Thank you very much.
Alright, JV. So we made it. We had another successful season. 8-2 again. I believe we went 8-2 last season. And I remember at the beginning of the season, before you even played any matches, a couple of the practices, the girls were kind of coming up to me individually saying, Coach Nick, I don't know if we're going to be as good this season. I don't know if we're going to have such an easy time. Everyone's going to laugh because they know everyone is laughing at someone that individually came up to me and said, Coach Nick, I don't know if we're going to be as good this season. And I honestly did not know what to expect. It's always kind of scary when the confidence level starts off that low at the beginning of the season. But then probably within 2 or 3 matches into the preseason, I was like, okay, I think this could actually still be something. And I was right. I can think of a lot of NFL teams right now that have killed for an 8-2 record. Put it that way. So an 8-2 record is definitely nothing to scoff at. Doing it 2 years in a row is something definitely to be proud of. We got a very, very strong program right now for JV, so that's something to be really proud of. One other thing I would like to comment on is the team's morale this season. I loved it. We're always out there having fun, no drama. Just like our team them out there. No drama this season. Everyone was all smiles. We had an epic birthday party. I got cupcakes all over my back. Thanks, Vivian. Who did it? But no, thank you. It was a really, really fun season, and I am proud of you guys. Could not be happier with how it turned out. So without much further ado, I want to just go ahead and get right into the awards. We're missing only Tanya and Vivian, right? Okay. First up, I got Perry.
Wait, look at me.
Julia. Catherine. I'll hold everyone now. Next up we have Maria. Oh, that's right, she's gonna do the man, I missed my chance. I should have made her do it. Tina, to win. Next up, our resident selfie taker, Izzy. Voted best selfies in 2016. Next up we got Tiana. Ivy. And Lena. Tiffany. resident assistant coach. And her first season as assistant coach, she had a winning record. Vivian Jansen. And last but not least, we got Christina. Alright, so we're moving on to MVPs. And before I start handing these out, these are always really tough to make a decision. I wish I could have handed out 5 like the varsity team here, just because that would have made my job a lot easier. Handing out or choosing the top people for these awards is always difficult because there's so many valuable people to choose from. I wish I could have handed out 6 MVPs, to be honest, because I can think of at least 6 people that would be equally deserving of it. But the people who did get these awards, the way that I kind of formatted it this time, just to make it easy or make it more convenient, I guess, was I chose to give out 1 MVP for singles and 1 MVP for doubles. Or sorry, 2 MVPs for doubles. And that kind of at least helped ease my job a little bit there. Our MVP, I guess I'll just make a brief mention. Our MVP for singles went to Tanya. Tanya, you know, I don't think that there's any argument that all season long she was probably one of the most solid players on the team. Right from the beginning of preseason. You know, as a coach, I can tell you it's nice to be the center player out and just know that they're going to conduct their business and come back to you with a positive score, and you don't even have to look at them, you don't have to go out there and babysit them. It's just like, you know that they're going to do their job, come off, and it's going to be like clinical precision there. And I still remember the very first match even, we sent them out to play their sets, and maybe 10 minutes later, I'm still writing the lineup, and Tanya comes, Coach Nick, I won 6-0. I was like, oh, it's going to be one of those kind of seasons. And that's pretty much how her whole season went. And actually, I should mention also, you know, choosing MVP for singles was difficult because I think that all 3 of our singles for the entire season, we ended up losing, I believe, 11. It was either 11 or 13. I think it was 13. I think we lost 13 sets total in singles out of 90. So our singles really crushed us this year. So just want to make a brief mention of that. So great job for the JV singles up there.
They were my players last year. Let's keep that in mind. To say the least.
And then of course for MVP doubles, I kind of have to mention both at the same time because you can't mention one without the other. They're such a good team. Yeah. I will say when the season first started, they actually did struggle a little bit, and I was like, oh, this is going to be kind of a shaky team, and I was kind of questioning whether or not breaking it up would be a good idea there. And then I could tell like they were slowly starting to get it. And even though I could tell like the ideas were there, the execution just kind of wasn't at the beginning, but the idea was there. I was like, okay, at least they're getting the idea. You can't make regrets for going after the right thing and just missing it. And then the execution and the confidence came. And I should mention that this team finished the season out, if you count the finals as well, on a 27-set winning streak, which is huge. I believe that they were 26-4 all season, 7 points, something like that. They were #1 seeds in league finals, and of course JV league finals champions. So we got Christina and Tina. guys. Great season. Very proud.
Wow, man. Varsity, this is just amazing. Thanks, on family. You know what, I want to say Brianna, you know, a couple years ago, I remember Brianna playing for me. And I could always count on her. And she would just go out and get me all the wins. And here she is, earning all the props, you know, all the recognition, you know, 2 years later. So I want to let my Frost team know that this is what you guys are working for. Han didn't play for me, of course. She was just too good.
Sorry.
She had a better coach. He's a better photographer also. You know, I could do that for such a long time. But yeah, this is you guys are shooting the show, and just for the Frost team, this is what you guys are working for. Okay? It's not as easy. It's very hard. You know, coming in as really novice players, some of you guys, you know, some with a little bit of experience, but generally speaking, not much at all. And to bring it to the level that you guys did this year, from leadership to team camaraderie to you know, helping each other out to winning the league championship, Kaylin, Luxe. Very well deserved, of course. You know. And Kogami, Kaylin Kogami. You know, I don't doubt you guys' skills and ability, but I gotta say, that was just outstanding performance. We know that. Mel, you were there. She's our captain. You vouch for. I got 2 thumbs from up. Yeah, 2 thumbs up from her. It was just unbelievable matches, all right? I didn't think we had some tough competitors. We had Lost Hell, all right? They were pretty strong. Kaylin is nodding her head, you know. We had, I guess Edison was also pretty strong. They're top guys, top girls, right? And Newport Harbor, luckily they didn't show up. So that we'll take it. Look, I'm telling you, this year we could not have had a tougher competition, all right? In all honesty. So, you know, we did very well for that matter. I think at the end also had a winning record for our league matches, which is great. It was a very new year for a lot of us, including me, because we played close to 15 some matches. We've never done that before as the Frost Shop team. So not only was it something really new for me, but for you guys, and the way you guys handled it was just unbelievable. 4 matches in a week sometimes. You know, I'm counting. We played, literally, we had 2 months of season. The close season is short season. And we played 15 matches. That's what we counted. That's more than 25% of the time that you were attending that 6th period, you were playing matches. 3-4 hour long matches. So that's how intense this season was. All right? And you don't learn enough thanks to Coach Patel, who finally got the league championships going for us. Because up until now, we've had 8-0, 8-1. We were smoking those, you know, Brianna knows, we were smoking a lot of the other teams, not to degrade anybody, but we just had strong players, determined players, like you folks are, and we were just beating them, you know? So we kept on saying, we kept on coming back, you know, the coaches are talking, they're like, oh man, we wish we had league finals so that we could also get all these plaques and be on the board. Well, finally, we started that, so we are really excited for that, and we did great. Kaylin did, and certainly next year onwards, we are looking forward to even doing better, all right? So with that said, I'll jump right on to the awards. Let me hand out the certs first. Marina B. Yes. That's awesome. Leslie. Michael. Leslie, is she here? No, she's not here. Crystal home. Kevin Lucio. Make all those matches with a big smile on her face, and I'm like, how is she doing that? Longest matches, she's smiling. Yara Mansour. Alyssa Ewan. I tell you, an amazing team manager, Alyssa. Thank you. The best team manager I've had. Christy Ewan. Amy Pham. Caroline? Lena Vautrin? No? Tiffany Bowe? Nikki Boo? You guys ready for this one? This. So, okay, we are allowed 3 awards. This time, first time, I'm going for 5 awards. Varsity is different. So these 2 extra awards are for those 2 special players, the doubles players. We saw them laugh, we saw them fight, we saw them cry, and they call themselves neighbors. Any guesses? Desiree and Janelle. Amazing season, you two. Oh my God. What an improvement. All right, this is for this. Yes, no. This one, another very special award for that special person who didn't start out that strong. He started out with some injuries, all right? But then she ended up winning and winning and winning, and she ended up at number 3 spot in the entire league. Right? Fought very hard, played so many matches, right? After that injury, and picked up very well. All right, so we're looking out for you next year, Caitlin. Caitlin Pagami. Very well deserved. Most inspirational player. The the most valuable player of this team, very well deserved. Was it 21 to 18, was it? You don't remember. I could be off a little bit. Well, that's a lot of sets. And just to have a winning record this season, right, when we played teams like CDM twice, we played teams like Uni High twice, right? We had some really tough opponents like LaSalle and, Edison and Newport Harbor. And to come out with a winning record with not much tennis experience, to be honest, is quite something. Right? Not only that, to take the league championship, it's simply amazing. Outstanding. We're looking forward for 3 more amazing years with you. Right? Coach Nick and Coach Patel, they're making it out like this. Kaylin, Coach, ready for dessert?
Dessert!
Yeah, ready for dessert?
Great job. Yeah, that's my camera.
Where's your phone?